Okay, Billy Quinn here. Good morning. Hope you're all doing well. Okay, so this is a quick tutorial to demo how you can make your very own pleated mask, a DIY pleated mask, face mask. Now, I have a couple of examples here that I'm going to show you. This is a pleated one. The pleats are 1 inch apart. I'm going to show you how to create that, and you can see how it expands to fit the face. And the strings, elastic strings, are very long, so you can adjust it as you desire. Also, this is one that is slightly shorter than 1 inch pleats. These are like half-inch pleats, but they do pretty much the same thing. So what the half-inch pleats kind of are pleated this size. Okay, I'm going to show you how this is done. I found that they all open up the same way, so the size really doesn't matter as much. It's easier to do the bigger size than the smaller size. So this is, okay, of course, what you need, you would need your scissors, your fabric, your scissors, your pins, the sewing machine, and of course, two strings of 6-inch long elastic. Okay. Now, I have already marked, of course, you need a marker too. I've already marked my fabric. The fabric is 13.5 inches long and 9.5 inches wide. It's not set in stone. You can make it 14 by 10. You can make it even less, but this is the measurements I'm using. And you can see I already marked them. I marked, probably it's turning upside down in your view, but these are 1-inch markings. And I did the same thing down here as well. So what I do when I'm pleating is to grab the first, at first I just leave some half-inch for seam allowance, then I go to the next marking, okay, and I pinch that, because remember it's a straight line that you create between the two. And then you skip the very next, which is 2. You skip the very next mark and put it on, you know what, let me start from here. I have 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3 markings. So I start from 1, I pinch it, skip 2, and put it on 3. So when you put it on 3, you just go ahead and pin vertically in the middle. Grab 1, skip 2, put 1 on 3. And pin vertically, like that. So that's our first pleat, right? And then we repeat the same thing. We pick up 1, skip 2, put it on 3. Okay. And I pin vertically. 1, skip 2, put it on 3. Pin vertically. Okay. Correct this one. All right. Again, 1, skip 2, and bring 1 on 2, 3. Okay, now I'm on the last one. One, skip two, put it on three, and I pin vertically. Grab one, skip two, put it on three. Okay, now I'm going to press it. My iron is already in place, so I press, making sure that the iron is not too hot to burn my fabric. I'm pressing my pleats in. Okay. And then, while the pins are still in the pleats, I bring my sewing machine. Hope you can see. It's a little hard to see the sewing machine. Anyway, let's see. Okay, hopefully this helps. Anyway, so all I'm doing is sewing across. Okay, let me draw a line. About 1/2 inch. Let me mark 1/2 inch. Same allowance. Do the same thing here. Okay, so now I set my machine and I'm ready to stitch. Remember, I'm not taking the pins out while I stitch. I keep the pins in, and this is a little hard. Okay, hopefully, yes, you can see it now. It's a little cumbersome for me, but at least you can see it. All right, so I'm making sure that seeing it. Okay. Yes, I'm sewing over the pins. If you take the pins out, you will lose the pleats. So put them in, and okay. Okay, and then hopefully this should be easier. Okay. And still go over the pins. If you're scared of breaking the pins or breaking your needle, just go slowly when you get to the pins. And it looks like I'm missing my 1/2 inch mark, but it's okay. It's so hard to set up. I'm using my what you call it? I'm using my tablet to do this. It's a little hard for me. Oh, my lines are so crooked. Anyway, so now you can remove the pins. Okay. Now remove the pins and you have your pleats set in. Moved my machine out of the way. Now, here we have it doesn't matter which size because this fabric is the same look throughout. You can turn any side as the right side. Okay, so then I fold. You see this seam allowances that we have at the edge seam allowances. I fold them together like this, like that, and then I pin. And I'm going to be sewing that part together. And I'm going to leave space in the middle so I can turn the whole thing inside out when I'm done. All right. This is a homemade one, so I'm not putting any filter into it, because you do get, the fabric itself to be doubled. Anyway, so then I turn it this way so that the seam that closes it will be in the middle, like this. Will be in the middle. And the sides that I have here, that's where I bring my elastic and I drop it in. I kind of push the elastics in, and I put one end of the elastic onto this side, onto one side, and I pin it, and I bring the other end to this side. Meanwhile, the seam that closes it is in the middle. Okay. Okay, so here we go. And I position the pins, sorry, the elastic inside, so that when I turn it inside out, it's already in place. So here's the other one. I grab it, I push it in, leaving the raw edges on either side, like that. And I pin, because I'm going to be sewing that across. Push this one further in. Hopefully you see the idea. Okay. Okay. And then I grab my pen and need to push it further in. All right. And then I pin. All right. So I just pinned my glove. Oh, yeah. Okay. Okay, so now I'm going to stitch all of this in one step and then try it inside out. All right, so I need to stitch this, the closure part like that. I'm just going to remember I said I want to leave a little space in the middle so that I can turn it inside out. So I kind of go backwards and come forward again, and then I skip all the way to the side, almost finishing. But I left that space deliberately so I can turn. Now I'm going to straighten it, and sew across and sew across. Because remember, I already pinned my elastics down from the inside. So I'm just going to go straight. Again, I'm going to make sure I sew over the pin. Okay, I can now take out my pin. I sew it down all the way to this side. I want to go over that, so I go backwards. It's kind of crooked, but because I'm demonstrating, it's a little hard to do it on my side straight. Anyway, then I bring this other side. All I'm doing now is stitching down the elastics. Okay. This pin is a little thick, so I'm going to pull it out, but hopefully I'll be able to. I'm going to go back. All right. So the pin out. Okay, so it's done. I'm just going to now go through the little space that I left to turn everything inside out. I know there are several methods, but this is one of the simple ways. I have sewn down my elastic. Okay. So just undoing it. All right. So here we go. And it's small enough to fit in your bag. But this is it. Once this is turned inside out, you have that. And it expands to fit your face. Okay. If this is too short, you can always make the width a little longer, but this is the pleated method. Now, the part that I left open, I can leave it, or I can just use hand stitching to close it, or I can actually come into the machine and close that part. Now, that's the part that is facing your, is covering your face. Okay. So I just closed the hole, and that's it. But that whole thing is in the middle of the mask, okay? And so here's how it looks on the outside. When you put it on, it expands to cover your face. Let me see if I can fit it for you to see. It's a little tight, but okay. So give it a shot. Thanks.